Hey guys, when I was a kid, there was a guy in my neighborhood who had a dog. It was a big German Shepherd named Smokey. Smokey was a very stoic dog and had these big sad eyes. All the kids in the neighborhood used to go down to this guy's house because he would do tricks with Smokey, and he would like make him stand on two legs, or he would put a biscuit on his head and tell him not to move, and he would stay there until the guy said, "Okay, move," and then he would eat the biscuit, or he would put hats on him and sunglasses and all silly stuff, and the kids loved him. So we used to go there a lot. So after a couple of weeks of going there, like one of the kids asked, "How do you get him to do all these great things? All these great tricks?" And he said very calmly, "I beat him until he listens." And we kind of waited for him to laugh, but he didn't. And I guess we thought he was serious. I guess he was serious. And I remember being like horrified at that. I said, "Wow, this poor dog." And I thought of his sad eyes, like just sitting there so stoically. And I never went back there. But I thought about Smokey over the years, time to time again. And I thought about how he was motivated by fear, motivated to do and behave good so he wouldn't get hit or beat. And I think about life, aren't we all motivated by fear, or some of us are, or maybe we even try to motivate people by fear. I had a nurse just recently start talking about all the bad things that could happen to me if I didn't take care of a certain health issue. And as someone in the medical field that's treating a patient, I was insulted by it. I wasn't really motivated at all. I used to know this trainer. When I first started training, I was a young trainer in my early 20s, and this guy would belittle and talk down to his clients. He would say, "Those are the worst squats I ever seen," or "You're never going to lose weight with that type of training." And I said, "Wow, like, I'll never do that. I'll try and do the opposite." So a lot of times people come into our lives as teachers, even though they're seemingly bad. Brian Tracy says, "Everyone's here for a reason, even if it's to be a bad example." Well, he certainly was a bad example. He wasn't even that good of a trainer. I had a little boy about a year after that, and I was teaching him boxing. And he was kind of a chubby, half-hearted kid. He didn't really want to, do anything, and he was very apprehensive about boxing. But I gave him instructions. I said, "Okay," like we went over how to throw a left hook. So I said, "Now we'll throw a left hook. Hit the pad." So I held the pads for him, and he threw a half-hearted, not a very good left hook. Wasn't really listening, but I kind of turned it around. I said, "Wow, that was awesome. You're strong, man. That was really good. Now let's make it great. Let's fix a little technique. Now you're gonna have a killer left hook." And he smiled, and he listened to the directions, and he really threw a much better left hook. And he started to enjoy the boxing because he was motivated not by fear, but by something positive. So maybe, guys, next time, if you're trying to motivate yourself or maybe someone else, think about it. You're much more likely to be motivated positively, in a good way, than negatively. So if you're motivated by fear, fear is what's driving you. Fear of not being good enough or getting sick or whatever it might be. What kind of life is that? It's not a peaceful one. It's in fact the opposite. So next time, guys, motivate through positive, inspire, be positive. God bless.